Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Memorial Day. I should be on the beach somewhere or barbecuing, but here I am. About to do a flight from Philadelphia to Boston. Let's make this quick because maybe I could still make it to the beach on this bright and sunny, beautiful day. Not here in Philly, though. For those who are here in true life, uh, I would be staying in the house looking at this weather. Really, really nasty stuff out there. That sucks. Where I'm at in Fort Lauderdale, it is nice, bright, and sunny. A lot of clouds, but great overall. All right, looking at this beautiful view here, we have the PMDG 737-800 aircraft, American, and we'll be doing this flight here. This flight is going to be, let's see how long it's going to be. Let's jump into the cockpit first. Okay, yeah. Let's see how long this flight is going to be. Let's do this first. Request data. And let's start boarding this aircraft here as well, but let's get a couple things set up first. Alright. Boom. Departure. Okay, we got our data for that. Altimeter 3008. And zoom out. And this flight is going to be about 54 minutes. Pretty short, nice, quick flight. We're on ground power. Emergency exit lights. Set those slides off. Okay, battery. And let's go ahead and align aircraft to nav. Start getting our nav going. Test. Stall warning. Okay. Alright, we're only going up to 23,000 feet today. Right. That's pretty much everything up there for the most part. Down below. Okay, stand by. I don't know why these aircrafts put it on automatically. Okay, XPNDR. We have our frequency here, CTAF frequency. No air traffic control online right now. We do have ATIS. And going into Boston, we should have air traffic control. Depends on when we get there. Alright, let's go ahead and start board this aircraft. Main doors are open already. It's getting a little sunny over here. Some spots. But we're ready for boarding. I don't know how this got switched over to this side. Alright. Let's request refueling as well. Valero. And then let's request. Alright, it wants to be on the left. Let's leave it there. And let's request boarding. Alright, so as we wait for the fuel truck to arrive and for boarding to start, baggage trucks are going to go get the bags. We'll continue with what we're doing. Alright, down to the MCDU. Okay, they're already putting in the information there, the payload. We're going to position the aircraft. We are here in KPHL Philly. Position the aircraft. There we go. Copy that over, and then our destination is going to be KBOS, which is Boston. Our flight, American Airlines AAL3327. Okay. Request flight plan from SimBrief. Okay, so they're gonna set everything here. We don't need to do that. We just need to select a route. Request. While that's happening, let's move on over here. We're gonna have let's see, 157 people on board today. baggage 8,600, payload 38,500. Fuel 12,500. Right now we have about 8 point, let's say 8.54 in here right now. So we need 12.5. Okay, so we need about another 4,000 pounds, just a little under, from our fuel truck. Cool. So all that's good. Let's start saving our charts. So putting our departure here. The route. Let's actually double check that again. The route calls for alternative. Wait. So there's no SID. Direct to ditch. Direct to Luigi. Direct to Hannah. And then a JFK transition into Roebuck 3 arrival. Runway 27 to runway left to runway 27. So no SID, just a star, but not at this airport, obviously. Approach, no, let's just do the airport chart. So we'll be taking out from this runway 27 left, not too far from us. And that's all we pretty much need from the departure. What am I doing? Did I pin it already? That's what I want to do here. In arrival airport, we have our star, Roebuck 3, always. Wait, which runway? 27. Okay, and then we need the approach. So we're going to have 27 left here, ILS localizer, and we're going to put in 22 right just in case they want us to, 22 left in case the air traffic controller wants us to go there, because it's either or for the most part. Let's actually go to airport, and then we're gonna do the gates ahead of time. Bravo 17 gate. Take a look at that. So we'll be, if we land at 27, we'll be ending here and then coming straight off a Kilo Echo 1 into Bravo 17. So we have a pre-reference of where we're going. So gates are pinned, everything that we need. Okay, roll for arrival. Let's see what's going on here. I'm not sure if the fuel truck came. Looks like it did. So I didn't catch it. I wanted to see the fuel truck, man. All right, cool. So passengers should be boarding. Sorry about that switcheroo. Okay, they are. Let's say hi a little bit here and get back to work. And she's about to kiss you, girl. All right. Oop. Sorry, guy. I almost caught you. Alright, they're loading up into the aircraft. Hello, hello, hello. First officer's going to say some welcome. Turn my speakers here. Alright, hello. What else we got here? Hello. Please take your seats. We got places to go. Alright, first officer. Let's clear that massive caution. Do something over there. Alright. So we got pretty much all of our charts pinned. And pretty much good to go here. I'm not sure, since there's no SID, there's really no initial altitude hold. So, alright, what else we need to know here? Okay, cost index 42, average winds 263 at 040 cruise. Okay, let's load into the flight route. Uploading. Alright, so it's set here. Let's return. Okay. And 131.6. Oh, too fast. Too furious. Alright, let's not use that. 131.6. Alright, so we're on the money. Activate. Okay, route has been activated. Let's go to departure and arrivals. Depart out of 27 left, and then back to index. Arrival into 27. For now, we'll choose that one, Robot 3 with a JFK transition. That's pretty much our routing. We'll walk through that here quickly. We'll set our altimeter to 3008 as well. Hey, whoa. I did not go that fast. It's slower holding it down. Huh. Oh man. You're not good. Okay. So let's see, 40 nautical miles zoom, and let's switch this to plan. So straight out to ditch, and let's step through that. Okay, seems to be good. And then vectors here at Huckdu into Loner. Okay, so all is well. Back to 5 nautical miles, back to map. Let's go do our performance. It's the last thing we need to do up here. Alright, plan fuel usage is 5.7. CFW 131.6. Oh, why did I click that? Let's see. 42, right? On the cost index, yes. Cruise winds 263 at 40. Yeah, it always says that. Alright, climb 1, thrust. Flaps 5, trim 4.45. Okay, V2 is 145. Alright. We'll keep our initial altitude to 10,000. Flight directors on. Set this to. My speed is selected here. 165, 20 above. Okay. Let's see. My bags are getting in there. Let's see. Does this show? Alright, so 99 out of 157 passengers boarded. So 57 more passengers to go. Alright, rear aft baggage is going away. He's completed. And then the forward. Guess he's waiting on his buddy. What the heck is that? Oh no. All right. Alright, let's close this cargo door. Oh, they're closing on their own. Cool. So we'll just wait for the patches to finish board and we're ready to go. So let's start our APU, get prepared for pushback. As soon as the patches finish board, waste no time. No delay. Alright. Aft fuel pump on. And APU. Hold and start. Seatbelt signs on. Alright, all valves are off. APU bleed on. Okay, with no heat, let's get this going. Looks like center is offline. Nice. Aircraft is pulling up. And he's doing a wheelie. Real cool. Okay. Alright, let's switch over to APU power. Okay. Actually, let me get this set here. Alright, so we could release the, let's make sure to turn on the packs. High, let's go ahead and release the air conditioning unit. And release the ground power. A lot quieter. Alright, let's see how much we got here. How many? Alright, 3 more passengers. One, 2, and 3. Alright. They can at least walk to their seats. So it disappear. Alright, passengers finish board. Let's close our door. Alright. Deny. Alright. Let's close our main doors. Okay. Arm all doors. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and make sure our brakes are on. They're not. Okay. Brakes on. Let's disconnect the jetway. And remove chocks. Alright. let's prepare for stop and pushback. Alright, as we're preparing for pushback, all fuel pumps on. Isolation valve open. Okay, air conditioning off. Alright, strobe position, lights off. Anti-collision on. TCAS, TA. Philadelphia traffic, American 3327. Start for pushback at Bravo 7, face to the left. Alright, nose to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, parking brake release.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, let's jump back inside here. Alright, let's make sure all these things are in the right position. Cool. Alright, we're ready for startup. Let's go. Engine on the right, ground. Okay, pretty much good here, and let's flip the switch. And parking brake on. Okay. Switch to that bus and switch to left engine here and ground. Hydraulics on.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay. And let's flip that switch. 3, 2, 1. Pretty loud. Okay. Okay. Switch to that. Available power. CPU off. Nose light to taxi. Strobes steady. Okay. Bleed on. Switch. Packs air conditioning back on. And auto. Okay. Probe heat. Cyclic. And yaw damper. Okay. TCAS are set to TA. Alright, brakes on RTO. Runway heading 267. That's not the right thing. 267. Okay, LNAV, VNAV, throttle arm, LNAV. Okay. Alright, flight controls, full left, full right, neutral, up, down, go. Full left on the rudder, full right on the rudder. Alright, trim and flaps. Flaps 5 degrees. Okay. And trim 4.55. Alright, 147 now, so let's change that to 167. Alright. Alrighty. Let's get ready to go. Traffic on. Data. Weather. Alright. Brakes off. Let's roll. Juliet, Kilo 3, Philadelphia traffic, American 3327. We're taxiing to runway 27 left via November, Kilo 3, Lima. Okay, so I'll double check. Not cross any runways. Alright. Gotta do the announcements.
Welcome to your American Airlines flight. On its way to one of more than 350 destinations.
In countries across the globe.
Made possible by our more than 130,000 dedicated team members.
Who all do it for one reason.
Taxi a little slow since you're doing announcements late. Right, let's turn right here at Lima. Philly traffic is American 3327, cross runway 27 right on Lima. Aircraft. I gotta make a slight left here in Sierra to Sierra 2 or slight. Yeah, that's the best course of action. I'm gonna put that down. I'll turn these off. Oh my god. That's not what I wanted.
Please refer to the safety card or feel free to ask any of the cabin crew as they do their final cabin check. And as always, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your journey more enjoyable.
Alright, TCAS TARA. Turn that on. Not auto, but on. No, sorry. On. There we go. Okay. Alright, flight attendants, previously city for departure. Engines to continue. Cell phones off. Wing lights on. Strobes up. Let's go. It's a little heavy. Philly traffic, American 3327 departure 27 left. Alright, all lights. LNAV does not want to activate. Alright, let's go. Roll to 50%. Have another aircraft here, nice. let's go.
Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. Rotate.
Rotate.
B2. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Flaps up 1. There we go, LNAV. Clear traffic, we're airborne crossing 3000, American 3327 over there. Alright. Let's clear up some stuff. Full turnaround. It's a full turnaround. Let's go flaps up another notch to 1. Nose down. What the hell? Unable to save. I've seen that before. Let's turn back right. Okay. So here's our altitude. 23,000. Okay. Speed check. Some trim here. Alright, autopilot on. Push. Speed check. Flaps up. Alright, cross 10,000. Run the lights off. Alright, auto brake off. Alright, right out of Philly, direct to ditch, and make a nice left turn. Alright, we're coming up to 15,000. Turn off our seatbelt signs. See, my screenshots don't seem to be working anymore. Path could not be created. That's probably because the path was changed. So it's updated Dropbox. Okay. It's not good. Not a good sign. Alright, cross additional altitude, standard altimeter 32992. Wing light off. We're on our way. I don't know how to do this thing. What map is that? All right, chilling.
Grainger knows that as an HVAC technician, the heat is on you every day. Your first call? An office building with a noisy AC unit. Time to put your experience to work. On site, your meters don't lie. The blower motor's failing. But Grainger's easy-to-search website quickly helps you find what you need to keep the office and their HVAC running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
793 pushing back onto Juliet. We'll be facing south.
This is the Sorso Premio drinking system, and as you can see, it's sitting under the sink. It removes 99% of contaminants.
Oh, this is the slowest descent rate I've ever seen, if I've ever seen one. And I have. Alright, so arrival into Boston, altimeter 2997. Why does that happen? Okay. Just click it once, it goes twice. Alright, we've crossed 80,000. Let's click that. Alright, wing light on. As you see, we've begun our descent into Boston. And descending down from 230 down to 10,000. Slow descent rate though. Just realized this wasn't a full squawk. Cool. We're almost there. Slowly but surely. Alright. Joining the Roebuck 3 here. And we should be crossing Roebuck at below 190, above 12,000. Okay. Alright, the air traffic controller online, so we're good to go. Let's figure out the frequency for Boston. That's probably to be here. Boston traffic, American 3327 descending down to 10,000 via the Roebuck 3 arrival. Drag required. Let's go. Coming a little bit. And let's come in all the way. Alright, seatbelt signs are on. I'll turn this off. Do I turn it on? Yeah, turn it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has asked the flight attendants to remain
Alright, out of
seated
break.
with their seatbelts on and
Let's
adjust
set
seat
that
belts so we
to-
have this area of turbulence. We do apologize for the delay in our service.
To prepare for landing, please close your tray table and put away carry-on items. Place your seat in the original upright position. We will now collect any items you wish to discard. Please put away larger electronic devices, including laptop computers.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
For smaller handheld devices in your hand or seat pocket. Devices must remain in airplane mode until after we land. We will be landing soon.
Update that view. Alright, let's get our frequency for CTAF into Boston. This should be tower frequency. No data for Boston. Huh? How about to say? 128.8. Alright, below 12,000. Above 11,000. Come on, get down below, get down below. This plane says retard too. Right there, below 12,000. Okay, on the point. Cross crane. Alright, so we're just gonna head straight in after hook due to loaner. But we'll wait till we get there to make that decision.
American 1573, that's your runway 22 right for departure via Echo Bravo November, cross 15, right, hold short 15, bye.
Alright, let's continue to descent down to 3,000. Alright, landing lights on, 10,000. Positive traffic American 3327, descending through 10,000, begin our approach. We expect runway, ILS runway 27. Alright. What is our minimums? Alright, so AB clean loaner. So we have a clean and AB we don't have in here. That's fine. Go direct to loaner. Clean is at 4,000. We could add in clean if you wanted, but don't need it. Okay, minimums.
Traffic American 1573, crossing runway 15 right at November.
Things moving so slow. 443. Okay. Well, that didn't take forever.
Boston Traffic American 1573, clear 15 right, crossing 15 left at November, Boston.
And we have an aircraft also coming in to land. I don't know what I don't know what runway he's landing on. I haven't heard him announce anything. A TAP aircraft coming from Lisbon.
Traffic American 15,
Don't see him though.
Via November, runway 22 right.
Start the recording. Flight attendants, please proceed for landing. Let's see how we land in this weather. Okay.
Boston Traffic American 1573, take off from my 22 right, departing via the path shuttle, Boston.
Alright, let's think we're clear for Klein, direct. Alright, see our speeds are Huck to at 210, Klein at 3700. Okay. Let's get our speed down here across Huck to. Get this bad boy on the ground. And the other little spoilers here. Yep, it's letting us know. Okay, spoilers in. Let's see here. Positive traffic, America 3327, turn on final, runway 27.
Boston traffic, American 15, runway 22 right, passing 2000, past 7 on the DLSS Boston.
Alright, approach light on. Hopefully have some visibility here at some point. Alright, turn on final. Wrong airport. Aircraft have some issues staying centered, getting centered. Got some serious crosswinds here. Huh. Alright, flaps 5. Oh, we didn't do our reference speeds, that's why. Whoop, 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 clear.
2500.
Huh. And we didn't put in our ILS frequency. Oh, it's locking on. Gear down. Flaps 15. Let's get our speed back. Coming in a little hot. Flaps 25. Oh, we have visibility. Airport in sight. Lights on. Engines to continue. Mile final, runway 27 for American 3327. And flaps 30. 1000. Autopilot off. It's gonna be a bumpy landing here.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Roger, sorry, Roger, go.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
30, 20, 10.
Traffic, November 545 up a Tango, line it up and departing 22 right.
Definitely went past the threshold there. Way past the landing zone. It's like the wind was keeping me up or something. Let's vacate the runway. Flaps up, spoilers. I'll stop the APU. Boston traffic, America 3327. We vacated from runway 27, taxi via Kilo, cross runway 4 left to Echo 1.
Traffic, November 545, Papa Tango, clear from the 22 left. Traffic, Approach 217 Charlie, short final, runway 27, Boston traffic.
For your comfort and safety, please remain seated and keep your seatbelt fastened until
Oof.
the turns off the seatbelt sign. Please leave all carry-on items stowed and
Alright, let's taxi straight into Bravo 17.
seatbelt sign has been turned off. Before leaving, please be sure you have all your belongings. Be careful when opening the overhead bins because baggage may glue and could fall out. American Airlines and our One World Alliance partners thank you for flying with us today. We hope to see you again soon on another American Airlines flight.
Gentlemen will be arriving at gate T9 and your baggage claim will be number
Should be this one, it looks like.
for American Airlines.
taxi lights off. Switch over to APU power. Alright, bring back throttle on the left engine. Left engine off. Okay. Brakes on and right engine off. Go signs. Off. Off. Okay. It's never been here before. Alright, set chocks. Check we're connected. Actually, let me disconnect it. I think if I do this, it's gonna call it on its own. There we go. Can't get it right. Alright, passengers gonna start deboarding here. See ya. Oh, I thought I requested. That's why I said no.
217 Charlie vacated runway 27 Boston.
Oh, he just landed that aircraft. Portugal. Whoa. A321 Portugal aircraft. Nice.
Traffic. Portugal 217 Charlie. Crossing runway 22 right. Outside Boston traffic.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's that. weather's a lot better up here, so enjoy that. Thank you for watching. Click that subscribe button. Be notified next time we are flying. Happy Memorial Day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.